Now, Daniel, when you first went into the Big Brother house, on your sort of introductory VT, you said, unfortunately, you might know me as Dapper Laughs.
Yeah.
Why did you say unfortunately?
Oh, I mean, it's hard for me to talk about it sometimes because I've got so many fans out there that love me as Dapper Laughs.
Yeah.
And but as you just mentioned, the comment, the joke that was notorious, it really broke my heart that it had upset so many people, and rightly so. And part of my journey inside the house, meeting especially people like Maggie, with what she is,
experienced and
famous for,
and
we spoke in depth, and it was very difficult for me to sit down and explain to her the reason why I'm in here is because I made a mistake and a bad judgment on saying what I said, even though it was difficult to sit down and go through that with her. To come out with a friend in her really gave me the confidence to think, all right, maybe I can be more than what I was, what I'm famous for.
Just to go back a bit, though, I mean, nothing justifies really a joke about rape.
No,
nothing.
of course not,
So what made you do it at the time?
It was, and I don't want to sort of underplay it, or first of all, I deeply regret it, and not because of what it done to my career, because of how I saw it affected people that have been affected by it, and it is something as a family actually that we have been affected by. So that was close to home for me as well. But it was just a flippant comment. I got carried away with what I was saying, and I was showing off, and it was just a stupid thing to say. And
you can't do more than that. Then apologise and learn from it.
Yeah, and the reason, and you know what, the reason I've been off a Big Brother before and to go on, and I've had quite a tough time with different things, losing my father and stuff like that. And the only reason why this year I've done it was because it was the year of the woman, and was because I knew that it was going to be tough, and if I was going to be given a second shot at comedy or coming back to TV, then what better platform to do it on?
I think a lot about you. I didn't watch the series, but I've watched quite a lot of clips, and you're obviously a lovely guy. You've got a lot of great things going for you. But personally, I still think you've got more to learn, because some of the comments that you said were so derogatory to women, even in the house, that if you'd said that about my daughter, I don't quite know what I would have had to say to you. And I think now you, as a father of a daughter, I think that if you put yourself in that place and hear those words, and I don't think you do it maliciously, I think you're probably in a crowd that talk like that, and it's really important because this language is so powerful.
I think the only problem that I've got with I completely agree with you is I say a lot of silly things, and I don't mean them in a malicious way, and a lot of the stuff that I say in there was in front of people, in front of the women in there. They laughed at it, and a lot of the time when I'm trying to be funny in there was to simmer down.
I think you're funny anyway without making a sexual joke. So I think you should just stop it.
I think 100%.
Just stop it.
Can I just say?
You sound like my fiance.
Can I just say that they all loved you, and the women especially loved you. And as a viewer, I have watched it, and as a viewer, I was gutted you left, actually, because I thought you were a lovely, funny guy.
I do say stupid things sometimes, but the important thing, and I learnt this from John Barnes in there, is you've got to look at people's intent behind it. But I have got a very different view on everything now when I look at Baby Neve, and I used to think when guys would say to me, oh, don't, cause...
Careful, you do look like you're going to say one of those things again.
No, but when guys would say to me, oh, careful with your jokes, it's derogatory to women, I used to think, oh, well, I'm just having a laugh at that. And then when Neve come along, I was like, I know it shouldn't take you to have a baby.
Very painful if it's said about your daughter.
Yeah, and so I think that I certainly have got more to learn, and I'm embarking on a more intelligent way of thinking, which is difficult for me because
you say that. I think you're putting yourself down. I think actually it becomes habit, and habit comes out of doing the same thing every day, and following the same thought process. And when your habit is making a joke down a certain line, you actually don't even really think about it. So all you have to do is form a new habit, and I think you're really capable of doing that. And now you've got a baby and a beautiful fiancé.
A new habit could be your beautiful fiancé.
Yeah.
So you proposed when you came out?
I did propose because this last year we had Neve. The year before that, my father passed away, and the year before that was the turmoil with the TV show. So it has literally all been about me, and Shelley has just been there going, oh, it's okay, you'll be all right after this, you'll be all right after this.
You're going to be... for you.
Yeah, and I just thought, why haven't I married her? So,
I guess actually being in the house helped you to focus on that, on priority.
Yeah, because I couldn't turn and talk to her, and she'd get a text message or a phone call from me every hour of the day where I'm And in there,
and also hearing different opinions from people you would never normally mix with, like Maggie, like John Barnes.
Yeah.
You know, it's an education for you.
And please tell me you're getting a better ring.
And I hear you're going wedding ring shopping after the show. Which is wonderful.
Yeah. Where are we going? Hatton Garden, did you say? Yeah. So that Big Brother fee was nice for a little while.
Good. Well, it's good to know you're spending it wisely. Lovely to meet you today.
You.
And congratulations,
Thank you
Daniel
very much.
O'Reilly.